And this is something that you've never seen before. ESPN's College Game Day, bringing the entire crew to the Big Apple for the first time right there, ringing the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. And Game Day reporter Maria Taylor joins us from just outside our studios in Times Square. Maria, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. And I know this is a really exciting time for Game Day. I understand the idea to do Game Day in Times Square was born a couple of years ago, but why Times Square?
Well, good morning, Paula. And as you can see, there's a lot of college football fans in New York City. They did a little bit of research and found out there's actually 32 FBS bars just within a mile of our setup here at Times Square, and they're opening up at like 8 a.m. Fans will be there cheering on their teams. And it's just kind of cool to bring such a great show to the city of New York, be in the middle of Times Square, and people were out here at 6 o'clock a.m. That's when I showed up to start getting ready. They were already here.
They are ready to go. And this is impressive to see, Maria. And I know that there was controversy when you guys first announced that you'd be coming to Manhattan, because there's not it's not a college football town per se. There are no major college football teams, but so many here in Manhattan went to those big schools. It looks like you guys are expecting quite a turnout.
Yeah, and even if they didn't, like you, Paula, you're still a fan of Michigan football. Like, there's plenty of people who identify with a college and they want to see college football, and we're just bringing it to them for this 1 week. And plus, College Game Day's never been to New York City. It's kind of cool to just be sitting in front of the ball and seeing a bunch of fans here and talking about college football in the city.
It's iconic, and it looks amazing. And I hear you're flying to Iowa right after the show for the Iowa-Penn State game. What can you tell us about that matchup?
Well, I don't know if you know this, Paula, but Iowa actually has pink locker rooms for their visitors, and the idea behind that is for them to have passive moods. But there might be something to it, because Iowa, they've actually won their last 3 home games against top 5 opponents, and they were all big upsets. Sorry, they beat Michigan last year by 1 point.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Maria.
you didn't hear it. Cover your ears.
Didn't hear it.
But Penn State's coach, James Franklin, they've got a lot of expectations this season. They're 4th in the nation. And he's already started planning for this game all the way back in the fall, knowing it would be one of their toughest road tests. So it's going to be a fun one to watch in Iowa City. And we know that upsets are possible at Iowa.
It could be a day of upsets. Dan Harris wants to know, he wants to put in a submission for Game Day to come to Waterville, Maine for Colby College to watch the Mules in action someday. So if you could submit that request, Maria, we'd appreciate it.
I'm going to get on the phone with the coordinating producers right now, see what we can do to get the Mules on, okay,
By
Dan?
the year 2037, we expect to see that happen.
We can
may
make
have
it
scored
happen.
a touchdown by then. All right.
See how long it took us to get to New York, so
I know. All right.
don't hold your breath.
Maria, have such a great time in Times Square, and safe travels. And by the way, congratulations on being part of the crew this year. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks,
and
guys.
Everybody, we want to say tune into College Game Day starting at 9 Eastern on ESPN and streaming on Watch ESPN.
Go Mules.
Go Mules. Pop News is next with Adrian.
Thank you for that. They're gonna